For some reason, I'm becoming a phone mount guru. But if you follow my channel, you know that I've gone through so many different phone mounting solutions in my BMW. And now that I've acquired this car, I had to figure out a best way to mount my phone. And I actually came up with a pretty ingenious idea, very similar to my MagSafe phone hack. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it below or above, wherever it's easier for you. But essentially, I have an iPhone 12 Max Pro, I guess the biggest one they make. That's what I have. The Redline mounts that I got came with this magnet, and this magnet attaches to your phone, but only if you have a metal plate attached in the back. The iPhone 12 does have a piece of magnet here, but it doesn't work with these types of magnets, and you can see, I mean, it barely holds it. So if I were to put this here like this, it would not necessarily hold my phone. So this is my hacking solution once again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this receiver, and something like this you can find with most of the mounts you get. So you can get a cheap $9 mount. I'm going to link everything in the description, but it comes with a receiver like this. Usually a receiver like this has a magnet inside. So first what we want to do is we want to remove it. So there's a screw in the middle. You unscrew that little screw, and this, just make sure we don't lose it. And this reveals this plate with magnets. We can actually put this aside because we will not need it. Now, in my previous video, I showed you that this surface here is not exactly flat. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to flatten it somehow. And the best way to flatten this is really just rub it on the floor and get it as flat as possible. So this is it. This is literally after 5 seconds worth of work. There you go. I think we are done. So now that we are done flattening the surface, we're going to grab this pretty thick automotive adhesive tape. This one is made by 3M. This is the tape that I use in all of my applications. So you basically just want to tape it to the surface and pretend you're in school and just cut the tape around the shape of the magnet. So it will look something like this. I tell you, taking the backing of the 3M tape sometimes is the hardest part. Cool. So this is taken off. Now we basically apply this to the middle of this mount. Something that looks like the middle. Press it in place. And again, while I'm holding this, see? Pretty strong mount. And what I like about it is it's rubberized here. But anyways, let's click it back in. And for the most part, many people will be done right now. This is what your phone solution will look like. And I've got to say, it's fairly cool. You just kind of have to make sure it wiggles into place. Now, if we plug it into my super cool cigarette lighter, and I like to keep it in the armrest, this is what it will look like. Let's get the key. Ha! You see, it gives you the Apple charging icon, which is what I didn't like about the previous aftermarket solution. This one actually gives you the proper Apple charging option. And look, this is what it'll look like. Now, this being Tommy L Garage, we have to come up with a way to route this cable either to the cigarette lighter there or route it here in between. And luckily, check this out, this Porsche is so modular that you can simply take stuff apart quite easily. See, things just pop out. And I have a feeling we should be able to route this cable somewhere this way. Okay, route it this way. pretty good. So now my mount is wired to my 12-volt cigarette lighter. Looks super clean. I can see it charging here. So let's see it once again, what this will look like. Bam. Charges. Haha. A lot of you in my previous video asked me if it'll hold the phone without the case. So check this out. I'm taking the case off. The case has a magnet, but the phone itself, this is the biggest 12. Bam. It also holds the phone without a case. It also charges it without a case. And actually, I gotta say, it fits slightly better without a case for whatever reason. But yeah, you can use it with the case. You can use it without the case. And I've gotta say, it's a pretty cool looking mount. And again, not to mention that you can use the Apple MagSafe mount. But in my case, this one, not only is it cheaper, but it looks better. And at this point, we are done. I'm super happy with it. I'm going to link everything that I've showed you in this video. I'm going to link it below so it's easy for you to use. But I have to say, this mount is fantastic. It is a universal solution, what I have here, for any car out there. So as long as you have a ball that you can attach this mount to, you should be good to go. And I'm going to also include a couple of links for these sort of universal balls that you can attach anywhere. And on this note, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this solution, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.